All right, team, it is Tuesday, March 19th, and this is our Lunch and Learn. And today I want to go over a couple of things because we've had like a couple of announcements and whatnot go up since the last we saw each other. But then I also have an agenda for today. So first of all, we had a big announcement go up on last Thursday regarding the new digital kit option. So I wanted to just quickly address that and what it is and when to use it, when not to use it. So the new digital kit, it's $99, and for that you receive two things and two things only. $99 worth of jewelry, so equal jewelry to what's being paid, and a website. That concludes what you receive with a $99 digital kit. Does she get catalogs? No. Does she get $1,000 worth of jewelry? No. Is she getting host packets? No. There are two things included, a website and $99 worth of jewelry. So when thinking about that for an additional minute, one might say, now why would you do that when for $129 more or $130 more, you would receive $901 worth of additional jewelry, as well as catalogs, order forms, hostess packets? And the answer is 99% of the time you wouldn't. So this is not necessarily a program that we're out there like, hey, join Park Lane for $99, because honestly, that is not the best way. Now, to be clear, that it's still a huge upgrade from Social Stylists, right? Because it is still a normal fashion director. All right, it's still 30% commission. It's still rich rewards, build a team. All of that is still, allowed. But, and no one's doing Social Stylist anyway. So, I think we had a single digit number ever join the team, and not too many of them ever even worked. So we don't even really, we're not using that program. So as I see it, there's really only two circumstances that this would be something that you would offer. Number one would be if you meet some hotshot Instagrammer, social media influencer, somebody who's out like constantly on social media where they're, posting and then linking what they have on, and they have bajillions of followers, so that they're saying, oh, grab this fig necklace on my link. Because all they're ever going to do is wear a little jewelry and post it online anyway. So if you meet a hotshot social media person, that might be something that will benefit them. And, you can certainly, I still would, if you live close to that person, it still would be great to do a launch party for them, because it would help them to get qualified than just all of their random little posts on Instagram and their social media, but also so that they would have more than $99 worth of jewelry. So if you were to do a launch for them, they'd at least have all of their hostess benefits, jewelry, plus the $99 they got in their kit. So that's situation number one. Situation number two might be somebody who wants to restart and just absolutely refuses to do the $229. Because honestly, a restart still very much benefits from the $229 kit. Someone that has to restart has been gone for more than 6 months, which means that their catalogs are outdated. They won't have new jewelry from the new line, unless maybe they were a customer in there. But to me, the bigger issue is the paperwork. They can't be going out and doing shows with old catalogs. Now, if someone's going to restart, the lowest it can cost them is $100 anyway, because they have to renew their website. And the cost of the website currently is down to $100. Remember, it used to be $150 for the platinum, and it's $100 now. So if they're going to pay $100 to activate their website, and that's all they were going to do, no matter what you said, no matter how you encouraged them, no matter what you showed them to show them that the $229 is better, and they're saying no, then of course do the digital. because at least then they will still count as a restart for you, right? Because somebody who just puts in a $300 order and reactivates does not count as a new recruit for you, does not count for a new recruit as far as your trip and things like that. You need them to select a kit and restart in order for someone to count for you as a recruit, to count for your trip, etc. So if you have someone that's standing their ground and, you know, no way, I'm not paying $229, then do the $99 digital, because at least they'll get their website and they can pick out either one really nice piece or 3 smaller pieces or whatever, and they'll have a little bit of stuff to restart. However, I feel quite confident that you guys can really show somebody the vast benefit to doing $129 more, so that they will receive $900 more in jewelry, as well as have catalogs, order forms, etc. So it's an option out there. This isn't a permanent thing, by the way. I think they're testing it. And maybe, like, if you have some hotshot social media cousin, maybe you want to test the waters and, like, pay for it for her and see what she does with it. Hey, for 90, you know, I want to gift you this. I want you to be my guinea pig. You're going to tell me $99 worth of jewelry that you want. And maybe even send them a couple of extra pieces and have them post away along with all the other stuff that they're posting, and see what happens. And if you do that, let us know, and we'll have a little, you know, we'll make them our little guinea pig experiment. But for your run-of-the-mill, I'm going to start a new team member, 100% we are shooting for presidential kits and standard kits. There's really no debating that it's a million times better. It's just a matter of, you know, is it for a restart person, you know, like, you can't make someone do something. But it is good if you were going to have that person that was like, nope, I'm just paying for my website, then at least you can still get them to count as a recruit, because it's either $100 to restart the website or $99 for a digital kit. And at least they're getting $100 worth of new jewelry. So any questions? Okay, I see we have a question in the chat, so let me check this out. Yes, they can absolutely purchase the catalogs through a supply order. I think that the reason why, again, we would want to steer them to the $229 is that, you know, they'll spend $40, $50 in catalogs. Now they're up to $150. They still don't have host packets or hostess brochures. You're probably looking at a $60 to $70 supply order. Now we're down to like $35 to get $900 worth of jewelry. So that's why, again, and I know, Mary, that you know that, and I just want to fully answer your question in terms of practicality purposes. But again, if you do start someone, do a start or a restart using the digital, 100% still try to encourage them to do a launch or a relaunch with you. That way they can at least get some hostess benefit jewelry. And then whatever, I guess they're on their own as far as the paperwork. And don't make me tell you I told you so. So, any other thoughts, questions, or have you thought of an occasion that this would be better that I have not thought of? All right, well, if you do, certainly feel free to share it, because I don't claim to know everything. So if you are younger and cooler than me and know something that I don't know, by all means, share that with us. And if you do have some sort of social media person in your life that you want to experiment on this with, by all means, let us know how that goes. Okay, so that was the big announcement that we just needed to talk about. We are currently at the tail end of March here, right? So it's Tuesday, tomorrow ends week 3, and then next week is month end for March. A lot of times March is a 5-week month, but this is not one of those years. So we have till tomorrow for week 3, and then we have till next week, the 27th, and that is That is the end. That is the end of March. So do take advantage of your Rich Rewards, get all your stuff closed. The new piece for the Rich Rewards, we're now beyond the catalog. So the new piece for this month's Rich Rewards is not a new catalog piece. It's a piece that's going to be, one of those ones where you're saying, this is so new, it's not even in the book. And it looks like a really great on-trend piece. So I'm excited. Oh, I thought someone was breaking into my house and it was just my ice machine. Sorry. It's going to be, a piece that, of course, we want to have. So I do believe, and then, of course, we have the rest today. We have our normal continuing on Tuesday events, right? Tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central. We have our welcome call for brand new people. So if you have welcomed a new team member, or if you are a new team member that's joined in the last couple of weeks and you have not yet been on this call, then I will see you again tonight, maybe or maybe not with the same hairdo or necklace, but I will see you again at 8 o'clock tonight so that we can do your welcome call orientation. And then at 9 o'clock, we have our Mercedes training, which really is training on building your business, building your team, because there's no way to earn a Mercedes with Park Lane without building a team. Now, here's a funny thing, and I probably will share this on the Mercedes call tonight, but just in case you've never been on and you're not sure if it's for you. So today, this was a funny little thing that happened, especially in light of Teresa Morgan's post where she was chastising herself for not having the business cards. I read that after I got in the car and had a somewhat similar experience in the store. So this morning I went to the gym, and then there's like this market that's nearby that you buy like fruits and stuff. So I was in this market type of store, and I really took my time because God knows this refrigerator is still recovering from being gone for a week with teenagers that don't, of course, purchase food. So we needed like lots of vegetables and stuff. So I'm finalizing paying, and I was saying to myself, I feel like I entered like some sort of geography time warp, because the girl ringing me up, I was pretty sure had to be transplanted from somewhere in the South, because she was like super friendly and chatty and stuff that does not go on at stores here. And I'm like, oh, isn't this girl sweet? She's like gently handling all the produce. I'm like, oh my, where am I? This was so exciting. So I'm putting the last couple of items in my cart, and another woman comes online and she starts greeting that woman. I'm like paying and whatever. And then she says, isn't she just the sweetest cashier? I said, she really is. Where did she even come from? She goes, the last time I was here, somebody was trying to set her up with their son. They were trying to like set her up on a date. So now I end up chatting with this other chatty lady. And mind you, I'm going to just remind you about the part of I just came from the gym. So I have on like my horrible ponytail with my big fat headband. I did have on the sparkly square earrings from what I think might be the Sloan earrings. So I'm about to put the last of my stuff in the cart, and the woman says to me, oh my God, I love those earrings. Are those? And now she thinks they're like real. Now I'm thinking, oh my God, those would be some big honkin' diamonds, lady. So anyway, she's complimenting me on the jewelry. Then the young girl, so it turns into this whole little chat where apparently no one's got anywhere to go. And I said, oh, I wish I had, I'm looking for a card. I don't have one. So I said, I can't believe I don't have a card. I sell jewelry, so I'd love to give you a card. Oh, I wish you had one. You do home parties? I said, you know what? Let me text you something. She's like, I don't have my phone. I'm like, you don't have to have your phone. What's your number? So I text her, hi, Michelle, it's Michelle with the jewelry. So anyway, I said, I have an event coming up. I'm going to invite you to it, whatever. So now I go to the car. I sit in the car, I check my phone, I read the thing from Teresa. Well, don't you know this lady is parked right next to me. Now I wave to her and smile as if to say one more time, don't forget, and then she says, she's now talking to me again. So I put the window down. She's like, she's like, I love your car. I can't believe it. She goes, you bought this car with the money that you sell with the jewelry? I said, even better. The company pays for this car because I sell the jewelry. No way. I got to get in on this. Please make sure you call me later. Can you imagine such a thing? So now I have to call this lady later. I double checked that the phone number was right because it didn't come up blue, so she must not have an iPhone, and I'm praying that like there's not something wrong with this phone number. Either I'm just gonna have to stay at that store 24/7 until she comes on through again. But how great that once again, having the car, well, A, being friendly, wearing jewelry even when you're coming from the gym, and driving the Park Lane Mercedes like gets you all this attention, and being open to that chit chat and stuff. Because usually, man, if I don't slam in and out of that store hoping that no one talks to me, but not today. So hopefully Valerie will have a show or be joining or something, because she was super enthusiastic. And I was not prepared except for that I had earrings on and I was ready to chat. And that's really the base model of being prepared, right? Ready to chat, open to chat. So anyway, let's move on. I did want to share a version of one of my favorite trainings with you guys, because one thing that drives me berserkous when I see even like some seasoned good people, but when you go to a show, and it can be any kind of show, but when anyone is giving a presentation, doing a show, whatever, and they use the same words over and over again. So in our arena, these are things like, these earrings are my favorite. They are just really, really so nice. And then, oh my gosh. So if you love studs, these are my favorite. These are the best earrings. And then you go on to describe every single item as your favorite or the best, or they're so pretty. They're gold, they're silver. These are things that if you're just using, like, this is rose gold, people, that only takes eyes. People know that it's rose gold, right? They don't need to really hear that it's rose gold. They may need to hear that it comes in rose gold, silver, gold, but they can, with their eyes, determine that this is rose gold, right? And certainly not everything can be your favorite. So it's important that we are genuine in our presentation. You know, when you say everything's your favorite, that makes you appear dishonest, I feel, because not everything can possibly be your favorite. It can be one of your favorites. But again, not the whole show can be one of your favorites. You have to decide which are your actual favorites and then which are other things. So one of the things that I just feel very strongly about always is being a student of your business. And being a student of your business means always being open to learning in every environment that you put yourself in. One thing that I feel sometimes when you're in the business for a long time, and then I'll hear it from like especially upper level leaders, except they're not the good ones, will say, oh, you know, convention, you know, that's, I don't really learn anything at convention. I just go for my team. The minute you've decided that you don't learn anything in any given environment, you're on the outs. Because there's always something to be learned, and none of us are ever above learning anything. I've never not learned something, because I'm always wanting to learn something. If you want to learn something, you're going to learn something. If you're going to sit there and say, oh, I know all this already, then you've already missed the lesson, which is that there's always something to learn. So the way that I make sure that I'm always learning and improving too is by research. So one of the things that I did one day, because I do love to make sure that I am sharing things using correct words, is I Googled the term words to use to describe jewelry. So when you do that, and again, I meant to have this open before we started. Words to describe, but probably it's better I show you. Jewelry. This was one of the easiest Google searches I ever did. Okay, words for jewelry. This is the first one that comes up. It's an entire website called Words to Use, and I'm pretty sure you can use it to put in anything that you want to talk about. Now, look at this spectacular list. Words to use to describe jewelry, necklaces, rings, pendants, and more. And now look at, it starts with adjectives, which are the most important ones that we need. right? We remember this from conjunction, junction, what's your function and all that. The adjectives are describing words. So look at how many beautiful choices we have here. Shimmering. Are you saying the word shimmering when you describe your jewelry? That's a spectacular word right there. Even sexy. I absolutely use the term sexy when I show, for example, the flash necklace. This is a sexy necklace. When you wear this with a plunging V-neck top or a jumpsuit and you're going out with your special person, this is going to be gorgeous on you. Okay? That gives an image of them getting ready to go out with their husbands, to go out dancing with their friends. Okay, lightweight. This is a super important descriptor to get into your repertoire, especially as it relates to earrings. And we have so many. Our newest earring collection is super lightweight, and people hate heavy earrings. And for a lot of times too, very often people are hating heavy necklaces as well. So for example, I just got this today. I think you saw my post. This necklace is about the same weight as like the silver infinity necklace. Like name the pearl, and name any teeny tiny regular small necklace we have. This is the same weight as that. I don't know what kind of hollow material this is made out of, but because people have neck issues, people have back issues, and when that's the case, they cannot deal with heavy necklaces. It causes irritation. This necklace will be a godsend to anyone that has neck and back issues and hasn't been able to wear a statement necklace as long as they can remember. So to talk about being able to wear a statement necklace that's super lightweight, this is a great descriptor for that. Okay, channel set. Just to give you some words for actual settings of jewelry. Channel set is, for example, what the crystals are in the classic ring, right? Where they go all the way around and they're just kind of next to each other and they go around. I'm sorry I didn't pull more jewelry for this, but it's all packed up for my event tomorrow, so I can't access except for the new stuff that I have. But the stones in the classic ring are channel set. Many of you probably have channel set wedding rings. Oh, thank you, Becky. So that's an example of channel sets. Awesome. Polished is another great one. The olive necklace has all genuine polished stones. So those tiger eye that's in those are polished tiger eye stones. That's why they're shiny. Or they have a sheen to them, I should say. They're not really shiny, but they have a sheen to them. This is a few of these with the hand are favorites of Scott, right? When Scott will say hand finished, hand beaded. Things like the genie earrings, those are hand beaded. People love hearing that, hand beaded, because it sounds crafted and beautiful and something that's going to be unique that no one else has. Hinged. So something like this is a hinged bracelet. What is this called again? I just got it. No. Can you see this? What am I showing you? I still have the tag on it. That's how new it is. I had no idea how spectacular this bracelet was going to be. This is matte finish, yet another jewelry term word, right? Matte finish gold, matte finish silver. So it's matte finish mixed metal. Woo! 5 points for that one. On a hinged style bracelet. So this is one, and you add this to your spiel about bangles that open and close, that solve the issue of hands are too big. No problem, open and close, and now you have a beautiful mixed metal bangle that's going to coordinate beautifully with any other mixed metal or gold or silver that you care to wear. Okay, that's a lot right there. The hinged also applies to the jewel bracelet. Push down and pull, so that's hinged. Hinged bangles are really, really top sellers. So if you don't have at least 1 or 2 of these in your kit, make that your next batch of Rich Rewards for sure. Okay, looking over, delicate is another nice one. So any of like the dainty layering, even things like the Romeo necklace, that's a delicate layered necklace. So we have so many nice ones here, but then I want you to know that they give you other choices. So let's choose phrases. If you put 5 of these phrases, even if you put in 2 into your next show, then memorize 1 more for each of your next 5 shows, you would sound like you could be working for QVC. And you will sound like an absolute expert. Right? So, just the first one, accents add eye-catching sparkle. Eye-catching sparkle. That is beautiful and a great way to describe any earrings with crystal. So adds eye-catching sparkle that's right next to your face, which therefore makes you look younger. Okay, that's a great little riff to share with your guests. This one I feel like you may be already using, but it is a great one. You can dress it up or dress it down. And that's really true of almost any piece. But, you know, you can, even something like Blondie, you can dress that up or dress that down. You wear it with something more casual, it's dressed down. How about using this one for one of the natural stones? Adds a touch of nature-inspired beauty to your look. That would be wonderful for fairy dust. It would be wonderful for any of our natural stone pieces, getting back to the olives, olive. This is a great one too because people are doing this. Go from the office to after hours with ease or with polish or with style. I always talk about that with unicorn, for example, because you wear it just standard 3, right, while you're at work, but then after hours, we're going to change up this look. We're going to make it sexy. We're going to give you a choker style look and bring it around one more time. You have a double choker here, the length here, and now you're ready to have a great night out. So that's, I definitely talk about office to drinks, or what does Valerie Weaver say? Desk to drinks, I think she says. I always like that one. There was also one in here about here it is, jewelry that fits your lifestyle. I think that's an important one to share with people because everyone does have a slight, a different lifestyle, and some people can absolutely wear bling to work. Their workplace is fine with it. There's no problem that they can't, and then when they go out after. But there are people who work with small children that can't wear a unicorn to work because it's getting pulled into 1,000 pieces 5 minutes into work, right? But we do still have jewelry that fits their lifestyle. They can wear a mantra bracelet, which is super, it's a hardy piece. It's not going to break off. It's not going to fall off. This is a piece that is maybe jewelry that fits that lifestyle better. So you want to take a look at your kit. What are the pieces that are sturdy? That's how you're going to market those to your teachers and to your like EMTs, people that do work with that they can't have like things catching and they're grabbers. They're working with people who grab. That can't happen. And then when you have, attorneys and things, they can't be showing up in super bling to court, but they certainly can wear pieces that are a little more conservative. That's jewelry that fits their lifestyle. Even a piece like this is even great because there's not a lot of bling to this. It's shine on the side, but the front is matte finish. So you really can get a lot of amazing phrases by just taking a look at this, even when I was looking for words when we were talking earlier in the month about the natural stones, look at even just some of these proper words, you know, freshwater pearls, precious gem, simulated gemstone. That's a popular one. These are simulated gemstones. And then anything we have with amethyst, remember amethyst is semi-precious. These are things that make the jewelry sound rich and helps people understand what it is. You know, we have rhodium here. All of our silver is rhodium, which is a platinum silver blend, which makes it more durable than even stainless. So that's a valuable phrase that you can share with people. Don't ever say rhinestone, that's bad. But there's just a lot of nice words here. So you can really take this over, look this over and incorporate a lot of these things a little at a time. Even if you do nouns, look at things like simple lines, signature style, individual style, design element. This is a design element that blends a little bit of bling with a little bit of natural here in our fig necklace. So take the time to take a look at this website, wordstouse.com, and I'll post the link when I post the link for the recording. But so many great options as far as words to use. And again, this is something that, and you know, I say this all the time, that when you want to make changes, okay, we're not going to sit down and rewrite our whole entire show script right now, because that's too many changes at once, right? You'll go to your next show and you'll be right back to saying, this is my favorite, because you're going to panic that you made too many changes at a time. So what I would like to be the follow-up for everyone that is watching this either now or watching the replay later is I would love for everybody, I'm going to start a thread where you're going to post a picture of a piece and write the new thing you're going to say about this, where you incorporate some of these phrases. Because why should we all go back to the drawing board? If Jennifer writes a new amazing thing about the wheat earrings, then we can all use hers. And then whatever Candace comes up with, whatever Summer comes up with, we can now go back to this as a reference and say, all right, I'm going to say that at my next show. I'm going to say that on my next Facebook Live. So can I depend on everybody to pick a piece, pick a few of these phrases, and contribute to that thread? Awesome. I saw lots of thumbs up and nods and whatnot. Does anyone have a question, a thought, or an addition that you'd like to share before we hang up?
When I was looking, or when you mentioned the jewelry that fits your lifestyle, one thing that I have added in the last couple of weeks is when Jackie, I guess it was just last week, that Jackie talked about talking about our sale in sets, and how shopping for your lifestyle or your look of, okay, are you shopping your set for work? Are you shopping your set for the weekend? Are you shopping, you know, your set for a special occasion? So to add that phrase to fits your lifestyle or fits your set that you're shopping for with our 6-piece sale, how that is a great phrase to use when describing the sale as well.
Yeah, I love that. Also, even just repeating shopping the set, because that's putting in their heads that they're shopping for a set.
Yes.
So, yeah, I love that. Any other thoughts, questions, contributions? All right. Oh, Candace, did you want to say something? I feel like you're trying to say something.
Yes, I'm sorry. I have a question. People keep asking me, something makes people itch, and I don't know whether it's zinc, I don't know what, but they keep asking me, is it in the jewelry? some metal that is causing people an allergic reaction.
I mean,
So,
really, we don't have what most people consider allergens, because
okay.
usually what causes allergens, what I say anytime someone brings this up, as I say, usually what causes allergen is nickel and lead, and we don't have that. Claire's has that, Kohl's has that, Target has that, but Park Lane does not. However, I will say that, some people are super sensitive no matter what it is. And if that describes you, you may want to take a look at a more beaded piece like the unicorn, something suede like the Grayson necklace, things like that where there isn't any metal at all touching you. So if that helps as well for people who are super hypersensitive. But generally it's the nickel and the lead that irritates people, which is why so many people, I really do have lots of guests over the years that have said, I can never wear, they usually say costume jewelry, which we don't love, but I usually can't wear costume jewelry, and I can wear this. It's so nice. So does anyone else have an answer for Candace?
I also noticed how much the person perspires or has natural, like, do they have naturally oily skin? Because that'll play a huge part in no matter what metal they have. I had a client that would break out when she had real gold on if she just got really hot in her neck, like, is their hair down? And so it's really individualized.
I'm going to have to ask you to be less sweaty.
Well, I live in Texas, and you sweat like 10 months out of the year.
Oh, I know.
And so if you're naturally oily already, then, I mean, unicorn it is for you.
Oily bohunk.
Good news is their statement earrings is in.
Yes.
Go with that.
That's right. That's right. There's always a little something that we can find. Again, going back to like the mantra bracelet is another good one. The Wicked, try to just look at things that aren't so much metal. Well, thank you so much, everybody. I hope this was informative. I'm going to post the link and the recording for anybody who came on late or wants to check out this link. But save that website, because it is nice to kind of go back and refresh yourself every once in a while. I've been using this website for a really long time, and every time I go back to it, I don't know if they update it or what, but every time I go back to it, I'm always like, oh, I don't remember that one, or, oh, I like that one. And maybe as styles change, some of the things become more relevant. Some of the phrases and words become more relevant. But hope it was helpful. And remember, we have our opportunity event tonight at 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. So to add people to it, they need to be added to the group, because the event is within a group. So you're not adding them to the actual event, because the event is just a reminder for those that are in the group. So please feel free to add your group members, and also remember to let them know you added them, because the sooner that they click, that they accept the invitation, then they see the posts consistently. They'll see them for a while, and then if they don't accept, then they end up not being in the group. So and that's not my rule. That's Facebook's new rules about groups. So have a great rest of your day, everybody. Looking forward to seeing you and your potentials tonight. Talk to you later.